Father Time, Glock 40. Shooting high. Second time's down. That barrel. Third time. Using flat point along this barrel, it's done jammed 3 times. Left. That's when it was shooting high. Shot over here, there. Here just kind of get dialed in. Not bad at all. All right. How's it going? I'm back at home from the range. As you can see, this is one of the targets. Right after I got the Glock 40, I shot. This is probably the best one I had. You can see this one, the first time I shot it, I didn't mark these. I think this one is at longer. I think it's, I can't remember the yards on that. These two were at like 7 yards. This is the last magazine I shot. As you can see, it tightened up some as I got used to it. I went out and shot it today at the range for the second time after, you see I got it in the Black Hawk holster I had my Glock 21 for, and you see it fits with the red dot, the longer barrel. Just what it looks like. This is my last couple of shots right here, and you see I got it pretty well, red dot pretty well on. This is where I first was shooting. You see it was high, and I started to bring it down. These were over here, I was aiming, I was just shooting at these corner ones, seeing where it was at. I did have some failure to feeds. And I do believe because the ammo I was using are probably just really like 40 caliber instead of 10 millimeter. They're not full power. They're the same ones I shot with these with the Glock barrel. That they cycled flawlessly. I had no problem, no issues with it. I do think it's the muzzle brake on here, which this thing really works good for muzzle flip. And it really takes care of the recoil, but I believe if you're going to use the muzzle brake, you really need full power loads so it cycles properly. I will go back to the range and take this muzzle brake off and see how it does with just the barrel. But I do like the red dot. I got it sighted in. I think it's really going to make a difference. It's sighted in now, so I could probably hold somewhere right around in here if I took my time. It's really a good setup. This only thing with this, it is getting that little pin to keep tight on there. As you can see, it's got a little wiggle to it. I have to get it loosened up. But the holster works good because I don't have to worry about hitting the red dot, and plus the length of the barrel really don't matter. But I use the same ammo, same type as I shot with these. Same brand and everything, same exact ammo. And it really it cycled flawlessly through the Glock barrel. But like I said, I think the jamming had to do with the muzzle brake. It just, the ammo is not stout enough to get the cycle good. In fact, I did have one where it didn't even bring the slide all the way back to cycle another round. So I believe that has a lot to do with the muzzle brake. So eventually I'll go back out to the range and take this off, and I'm sure it'll cycle like it's supposed to. Which is on the Lone Wolf website with the, I know the 9mm, it does say you have to use plus P rounds, or it might, when you use this brake on 9mm, or it might not cycle correctly. So I think the same thing's happening here, because the ammo you get around here is pretty much like a 40 really. and not 10 millimeter, even though it's 10 millimeter. I think you probably have to go buffalo bore or double tap or something to get the higher pressure 10 millimeter rounds loaded like they're supposed to be loaded, to get that to cycle properly with that muzzle brake on there. But it really does. I can tell the difference shooting the same ammo with that and without it. You can really tell the difference. But I finally got out there. It's been a while. I work 7 days a week, and I work third shift, so it's hard to get out there and do anything. But I finally just went out there. It's Saturday. I figured I'd go out there, get the red dot sighted in, and get it done. And I forgot to take my other 2 magazines with my ammo in it, so I just had maybe like 20 rounds, 25 maybe. But this has been a Father Time NC production, and you'll see more with this pistol. And if I was going to carry it as a carry pistol, I probably would not, unless I got higher pressure rounds and made sure this cycled the way it should. I would just test with this barrel to make sure it cycled properly, which I got 2 other Lone Wolf barrels I've not had a problem out of in my Glocks. So I would say it's just the ammo's just not loaded to a high enough pressure that 10 millimeter should be, because that takes a lot of the felt recoil out of it. And but with the Glock barrel, for sure, it cycled flawlessly. It really does. And actually, that is with the Glock barrel, and that's my first time shooting it. You just got to get kind of used to it. But we'll get some 10 millimeters kind of expensive to shoot, so you'll see more out of that gun. And I'm primarily going to use it for hunting anyway. Alright, I'll see you guys later.